It's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is use lists. Well, the paper list, not just a computer list, and definitely not a list in your mind. I still think even if you're the most computer savvy person in the world, I still think there's tons of value in just writing like your to-do list down on a piece of paper and having it that you have it there right in front of you, handy. It can be in your planner book, it can be it could be sitting on your side on the computer, it can be a post-it note on your iPad, your computer, your cell phone, whatever. And then this listing, this to-do list, this is what productive people use to prod them. To prod meaning force yourself to go forward productively to get things done. So you have the list, and you create the list in a manner that makes the most sense for you. You know, there's all kinds of different ways you can do it. I like to have a planner book, and I like to see, when I open up my planner book, I like to see them either, I want to look at the full month, and then I like to look at the week, and then, you know, when I'm planning, I'll put stuff on the month list, what I like to do this month, and then I'll note the important things that have to be done at certain times, appointments and what have you, on the calendar. And I'll do the same in the weekly part. And it doesn't really take very long at all. I think a lot of people object to this because they think it takes a long time, and instead of actually getting things done, you're writing lists. Well, it doesn't take time at all. It's just quick, short notes, because you'll know in your mind what you mean, right? You don't have to have a big, elaborate sentence or paragraph about this. Usually just one word or two is or three or four is kind of plenty to jog your mind. And what this does is it organizes your life for you, so you can say, ooh, man, I got a lot to do this week. Something's going to have to give, right? If you have it all laid out by the week, and you got all these in addition to your work things. And I put my work things down. I put my major work tasks on the list too. So it's like the work tasks are intermingled with the personal things that I want to do too, right? So the point is, by writing it down, I ensure that it gets done, and that I don't have that mental problem of, oh, did I do that or not? Well, I know whether I did it or not because I wrote it down, and I either checked it off or I didn't, right? And then, further, you have it by the month, you have it by the week, and then I like to put some notes on the day too. And I don't have to go overboard on the daily to-dos unless I really want to get them done. So sometimes my daily list is very, very, very long. And I know it's going to be a busy day, and I got to punch it out. But I probably, by writing it this way, know that all these things, while there may be a lot of things to do, each one in themselves won't take very long, right? That I can chain all these things together, and that you may take a few minutes each, and I can organize my trip, for example, to do all these things in the logical order, and then your mind can fill in the gaps. And this is really helpful if you're doing a bunch of things you've never done before. You can put them all right in order, then you can actually relist it on a post-it note or a piece of paper or on your phone or whatever, right? But the point is that really helps me to stay focused and organized and to get things done. So far in 2021, I've got everything kind of laid out, what I want to get accomplished in the early stages of the year. I've listed, what I wanted to do this week at work, what personal things. I've got all my lists. Let's say this is Friday. I've got a bunch of things to do today. Some of these things I've already done, and some things I'm just working on, and it's going to be a good, productive, solid, productive day. And all of these things are on my list of things I want to do to make my life better. I think, a lot of guys, you get stuck doing things for other people, and it's not really as satisfying as doing it for yourself. Sorry, it just isn't. To work on your wife's list isn't as satisfying. You might make it more palatable if you take her list of things for you to do and rewrite it for yourself. I think you'll find that will be a lot more energizing for yourself if you term it in what you'd like to do. And then as you're manipulating somebody else's list, like say your wife's or your boss's list, you can organize that list to do it most productively, and to do it in the manner that makes the most sense. Like, for example, somebody, your wife or your boss, would say, well, do this first, this second, third, fourth, fifth. I want this. And you'll look at it and say, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to switch all that up, because I'll be able to get all of this done much more efficiently if I do it in a different order. It'll be based on my time, my energy levels, and all of that, right? So that's kind of the beauty of having a paper list, is it's just a piece of paper, and you can tear it up and start over, erase it, cross it out, move it around. Well, I know you can do the same thing on the computer, but it's just not as fast, right? It's not as fast. And I, truthfully, I do have computerized lists too. Don't get me wrong. It's there too. It's just that if I want to get it all done fast and efficiently, I'll put it on paper. So I would give that idea, this to-do list or checklist or whatever, right? Some serious. If you want to have a nice, productive 2021. Get all the stuff done you want to get done. Don't let anything slip through the cracks. You'd start doing plenty of listing. So anyway, give that idea some thought. All for now.